Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? I apologize this video's coming out so late. I completely feel like crap, um, metaphorically and literally. Like, if I move from the position I'm in right now, I probably will need to use the bathroom. So, yeah, with that being said, I just instantly died. Instantly for not paying attention right there. Yeah, let's see what happens. I gotta get used to this fight again. But this week at Dororo, we really get just finally an episode that doesn't just, instantly end with them, completely slapping the demon instantly and it just being over within that single moment. So it looks like now we are getting um, quite a bit of information about um, this new town, not to mention the supposed leader in there, and just where all of his probably power is coming from, and seemingly it's from having travelers come by and feeding them to this like butterfly centipede woman who I believe it was the nun and the children that he talks about in the story. So, interesting enough, um, it looks like that's the type of thing we're probably going to learn about relatively quickly for the overall purpose of just what the heck happened. Not to mention the fact that they found oil there, which goes to show that someone had to have pretty much destroyed it. And if they did destroy it, why did they do it? And what is keeping this woman still here? So we kind of understand that it's probably this guy giving her, like, enough food and stuff like that to want to stay in the first place. So it's probably mostly his fault, not to mention the fact that this is pretty much the same thing that his father was doing. Um, with, you can't block the second hit, okay? With his father showing us that, oh yeah, I did use these demons, but I used it for good reasons, which his good reasons is literally for the prosperity of people that might turn in the back on them, or like if a new king or lord rises up, they usually don't even accept those people in. So it's interesting to see such such loyalty now for a man who's using such undermined like such bad methods, but at the same time, no one really knows nor cares to actually look that far into the issue. So there's that. Like, why look into something that's so great when you can really just kick back, relax, and let your lord supposedly take care of it? So that's kind of how these people are coming off in this village, and it's sad, but at the same time, it's kind of understandable. Like, what what else are you gonna do at this point in time when all you have is this guy who's promised you everything, and everything he's promised you has come true so far? So that's kind of my take on it. Like, that's the only reason why I can see these people still being so loyal or still so honored to be a part of this cause, not knowing what the cause really is overall, probably. So we get to see them get pulled in, and probably what he's been doing the whole time, as of when people come over, like villagers or whatever, bringing them into this home and allowing the centipede woman to pretty much, uh, well, not centipede, but allowing the butterfly woman to leave the children who are transformed there, and then boom, bam, they get to eat some free villagers. But the thing about these stories is like back in this time, there was only like one true way to kind of trick people, and that was mostly just like putting stuff in their food and waiting until they're sleeping and stuff like that. So to see that they had these methods, but they kind of just utilized them in a really weird way in the sense of like he had them where he wanted them, but he seemingly didn't put anything in their food to the extent of the girl we see prior, which is another thing. God, man, he's so annoying. If you have your back turned in this game, you cannot automatically turn around and start blocking. It makes no sense. That's one thing I really don't enjoy, but the one thing that makes sense about that mechanic is that it happens to the computer, but they get to get hit into turning around, which makes no freaking sense at all when we stay the same way. Like, why don't we turn around? Anyway, um, I love the fact that whenever we see these two like chilling together, there's always a chance of the main guy just going out ham on some demons, but at the same time, he's like stuck protecting, this kid who, he truly probably enjoys being around, but at the same time is some of the most dead weight at times, so it's getting interesting to see what maybe what they can see in each other, like how are you so nice to this kid and all you do is protect him, or how are you so sure that whatever happens here on out, you can handle it together, So there's really weird there's a really weird like level of trust between those two, and I think it's always going to be there for a certain amount of time as long as, like something really bad doesn't happen in the sense of like them just changing their past because at this point he's pretty infatuated with the overall senses of just hunting demons, like he wants to hunt demons, he wants to get all of his body parts back, but then with the priest kind of seeing Diodoro's back and seeing that it's I don't know how he could see it, like what gave the images on his back away to a blind man, so that was pretty interesting in my opinion. Um, or what? Oh my God, I forgot that was a dash. I forgot he had a dash. He could just dash across the map, of course. Why wouldn't he be able to? And he has targeting. It targets you when he dashes. It doesn't just stop when he dashes. He literally can go wherever he needs to, wherever you are. It's really fun. Um, but yeah, I'm really kind of looking forward to the fact that the um, the emperor was completely, just weird. Like we could tell from the rip that this guy had something going on. Something was off about him, and because of that, uh, and seeing marks of like or like hints of demon within him, it made it pretty clear that that was the case. That there was something he was doing that was remotely close to what the father may have been doing as well. So there was a lot of things like that that were already kind of telling us what we needed to know about these types of characters and just what could be possible in the future. So I don't know. I really do enjoy that they bring these types of aspects to what the demons are capable of. I mean, seriously seems like some weird manipulation right now because not only is he, so focused on um, getting her food and doing this and that, he's also, seemingly probably doesn't know he's becoming a demon slowly, or the demon's already gotten a hold of what she's wanted of him, and he can't go back already. So now that that's established, we can see where this overall narrative is going to go, and we can see just how much of this man is even there anymore, if he's going to go against her ever, or if this is just something he's full on accepted for the rest of his life. it's kind of up in the air now for him. So interesting enough, though, we are getting quite far in this show, and it feels like every time we get new characters or just we meet up with the priest, something bad happens, you know? So to think that nothing like really bad has popped off yet, besides the very late night end game of the episode, and it still isn't over, it can kind of show you that there's a good amount of story for this characters at least. You know, like we're gonna learn probably the true reason why the story is so dark to this guy, and not only that, but why all the kids didn't make it out. Because a lightning storm just happening to hit a house that supposedly is doing wrong, and God must have like felt like doing something about it. Seems kind of seems kind of whatchamacallit, very easy for him to explain a story that, you know, he might not even want to talk about ever again. So, with all that being said, we have quite a bit to see with Dororo, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say, or if you guys have dropped the show and want to just like binge watch it when it actually gets to the good parts, like all the way through. I mean, I know a lot of people who just like to straight watch shows start to finish, you know, so I'd totally been there, and when I've been able to do it, it was so enjoyable. So to think that people will be able to do that with certain shows is you're pretty lucky. Um, that's awesome. But other than that, we are going to have to see where this leads and where this overall butterfly demon, like her plans truly are and stuff. So pretty interested to see where it leads out. Let me know what you guys think. And with that, I don't know if I'll be dropping another video till later. To be fair, I do have an anime I could drop. I still gotta watch it though, so I'll see how I'm feeling after a while. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for the support, and I will talk to you in the next one. Later.